guess I can see it now.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And the Lord has me out here once again to let you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians know that you are the true Hebrew Israelites according to the Holy Scriptures, and that if you don't repent, that who the world calls God and Jesus is going to destroy you. So today I'm going to be covering various topics. You know, the latest topics today is, you got two bugged out guys teaching Wade Word doctrines. Okay, they're going around teaching that if you eat animal flesh, the Lord is going to send you to the lake of fire. Insinuating that if you eat any kind of meat, well, the Lord is going to send you to hell. And that's not true. Because first off, there's no such place as hell where you burn forever. There is no such place as hell where you burn forever. And the Holy Scriptures speak about cunningly devised fables. Now, just real quick, I just wanted to bring this out. Let me see if I can Titus. Okay. So this is the book of Titus. Yeah, this is the book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 10. It says, for there are many unruly and vain talkers. And that's these false Israelite groups out there that don't know what they're talking about. Because, a lot of guys, when they teach out of the Holy Scriptures, right? They're teaching out of their own mind on what they believe is true, okay? Going about to establish their own kind of righteousness. Now, if you're somebody who wants to, if you're somebody who wants to spend the rest of your life not eating meat, well, that's you. But don't try to enforce that doctrine on other people. Because for you to say that if you eat animal flesh, you're going to burn in hell, because that's going off. And second of all, there's no such place as hell where you burn forever. Okay? There's no such place as hell where you burn forever. That's a Roman Catholic doctrine. Okay, in the book of Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, it tells you who knoweth the spirit of men, and that also includes women that go upward when they die. So it don't matter what part of the earth you're in. When you die, your spirit leaves your body and goes back to the spirit realm where the Heavenly Father is. So Titus 1 and 10, for there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers. Yeah, and deceivers. because you're not just deceiving yourself, you're deceiving everybody else that's following after you. Now, as I said earlier, if you're the kind of person that wants to live the rest of your life of not eating meat, well, that's you, man. That's up to you. When really it's not, because that's really up to the Lord, because men's goings are of the Lord. But still, man, that's you. Because what if Jake want to wake up one day and try out lamb for the first time? You mean telling me he can't eat lamb because the Lord's going to cast him into the lake of fire? Which the lake of fire is really talking about America. Okay? The lake of fire is talking about America. So if you want to live the rest of your life of not eating meat, okay, that's you. But don't try to enforce that doctrine on everybody else, because then you're going off. Because according to the Holy Scriptures, we can eat meat. There's a reason why, in which I'm going to get that in the Levitical law. There's a reason why the Lord has a set of laws on what we can and cannot eat. Now, verse 11 says, whose mouths must be stopped. Hold on. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. The circumcision is talking about those who know they are Israelites. Okay? You know you a Hebrew Israelite, and now you call yourself preaching out of the scriptures. Whose mouths must be stopped. Who subvert whole houses, teaching things they ought not for filthy lucre's sake. Now, I'm not sure if they're pushing that doctrine because it's for filthy lucre's sake, but what I do know is that you're going off when you tell people that they cannot eat animal flesh, or somehow the Lord's going to burn them in a lake of fire. Verse 12, one of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, the Cretians are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies. This witness is true, wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith. And that's why, because people complain about, brothers that teach the same doctrine as the apostles of Great Millstone, getting on other Israelite groups. The only reason why we're getting on y'all is because you're going off according to the scriptures. And the Holy Scriptures speak about being a defender of the gospel. A defender of the gospel is not somebody who sits by idly and just let people teach whatever they want. A defender of the gospel speaks out against all lies and false teachings that when coming up against the doctrine. So if you're trying to lie on the word of the Heavenly Father, we have to defend it. You guys leave us no choice. We're not going to just sit there and let you deceive your congregation while teaching, while using the scriptures to do so. Because then we got to come and clean up your mess. Almost there. Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1. Now you say anybody who eat animal flesh is going to be cast into the lake of fire. So the Lord is going to destroy anybody in the nuclear fire for eating righteous, clean foods, according to the scriptures. Well, let's see what the Lord has to say about that. Leviticus 11, verse 1. And the Lord, that's the Lord in all caps. So this is talking about the supreme almighty ruler, the supreme almighty ruler of the universe. His name is Yahweh. This is what he's telling Moses to say unto the children of Israel. And the Lord, Yahweh, spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, okay, these are the beasts, animals. These are the beasts, animals, which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. So wait a minute. If we're going to be cast into the lake of fire, which is America, for eating animal flesh, then how come the supreme almighty ruler of the universe told Moses to tell the children of Israel of the beasts that they can and cannot eat? Okay? When you eat a beast, you kill it, you cut it open, you harvest its organs, you clean it out, you cleanse it, and then you cook it. And then after you cook it, what do you do next? You eat it. So these are the flesh of animals that we can't eat according to the word of the almighty supreme being of the universe, whose name is Yahweh. This is what the almighty supreme ruler of the universe is saying that we can eat according to the holy scriptures. Okay, verse 3. Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed and cheweth the cud, another word for cud is grass, among the beasts, that shall ye eat. And now I'll give you some examples. Elk, hind. Okay, elk, hind, buck. I believe the buccaneer, deer. Okay, what else? What else? Cow, which is a part of anything that is a part of the bovine family. Cows, bulls, bullocks. Okay, that's where steak comes from. Steak, beef, that comes from the bovine family. Lamb, lambs come from sheep, from goats. These are animals that be cloven-footed and part of the hoof. And eat grass. Okay? Never, verse 4. So you can eat those kind of animals according to the Holy Scriptures. Those animals will be considered clean. Verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud. So these are the animals that you shall not eat, that eat grass. So you're not supposed to eat these. It says, of them that divide the hoof. Now, nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof. As the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. So you're not supposed to eat camel meat. Now, when Ishmael first moved over here to the Americas, one of the first things that they did when they had an established business was they set up these little these little cooking stands. Okay, they called them cooking stands. They used to have them in Cincinnati, but they had there would be an Arab, a Habji hat wearing guy standing behind the counter. So he would sell you horse meat. He would sell you camel meat, camel sausages. Yeah, those white sausages that you used to eat when you was a child. That's camel meat. Okay? And to be honest, when I used to eat that shit used to taste off. Okay? But that was when I was a child. Okay? My mom did not know anything about the law, statutes, and commandments of the Holy Scriptures. So you know, as a child, you know, we was eating all kind of unclean foods. Pork, camel meat. You know, Taco Bell used to sell you horse meat. You're not supposed to eat horse meat. Okay? So it says, he is unclean to you. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. So a coney is a rabbit. Now, when I used to go to school when I was a child, they used to have something called cheese conies. Okay? And basically, it would be a hot dog that was made from rabbit meat. And they would put chili on it, they'll put onions on it, and then they'll put the fine shredded cheese on it. Okay? That's off. You're not supposed to eat a coney. You're not supposed to eat rabbits. And furthermore, rabbits fall under the rodent family, okay? They're rodents, just like mice. Excuse me. Verse 6, and the hare. A hare is a different breed of rabbit. They look like rabbits, except the only difference is that a hare is a hare basically has like a body that sits upwards, okay? A hare can sit on its 2 feet like a kangaroo can, okay? You're not supposed to eat kangaroo either. You're not supposed to eat kangaroo. So you're not supposed to eat a hare, because a hare is a different breed of a rabbit. Okay, rabbits, they have they kind of have like ants, and they have long feet. Okay, and the hare, because he cheweth the cud but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. And the swine, though he divide the hoof, another word for a swine is a pig. So you're not supposed to eat any kind of pig. That means you're not supposed to eat warthogs. You're not supposed to eat hogs. You're not supposed to eat pigs. You're not supposed to eat any of those things. And the swine, though he divideth the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean. And there's a reason why the Lord said that the swine is unclean, because pigs are like moving garbage disposals of the earth. Okay, a pig will eat anything. A dead corpse, they eat trash. Okay? They eat their own feces. Okay? Pigs eat anything. They eat dead insects. So you're not supposed to eat pork. On top of that, pigs are known for not having sweat glands. They don't sweat. Their bodies are filled with parasites and tapeworms and larvae of eggs in their body. And whatever's in their body is going to be in your body as soon as you eat it. And that's why a lot of Israelites, you know, when they get older, they notice that there's a tapeworm inside their arm. That tapeworm comes from eating pork, okay? Because one thing about tapeworms is that you don't notice they're there until you actually start, until you see a ring around your arm inside your arm, okay? And another thing too, before tapeworms hatch inside your body, they start off as larvae. They move amongst your bloodstream as tiny little microscopic eggs that you can't see. Okay, and then once it's found a suitable place to sit and be nourished at, then eggs hatch. The worm starts off as a baby, and then it grows and it grows and it grows until you see a ring in your arm. Some people call it the ringworm. Okay, others call it a tapeworm, but that comes from eating pork. You get gangrene from eating pork. You end up with parasite worms in your body from eating worms. So you're not supposed to eat pork. Okay? It says, of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcasses shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. So even if the pig is alive, you're not supposed to touch it. You're not supposed to pet it. You're not supposed to pick it up or carry it. You're not supposed to do that. Because whatever that pork has that you can't see with your eyes might become interactable with your body. It says these okay, it says, of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcasses shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. Verse 9, these shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. So these are the flesh of creatures, of creatures in the marine life that you can't eat that are in the waters. It says, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. So if the fish have fins and scales, according to the Holy Scriptures, you can eat it. Like haddock, tilapia, salmon, sardines, anchovies. Okay, these kind of fishes, for an example, have fins and scales, and according to the Holy Scriptures, they are considered clean. You can eat them. But of course, you know, tuna's another one. You can eat tuna. But now, I would not recommend, you know, you eating, you know, fishes in the sea like that, because a lot of these garbage and landfills of garbage, trash, plastic, and nuclear radiation have been leaked into the oceans. So we're talking about millions of fishes with fins and scales have died off in the oceans from all this mass pollution and garbage. So I would not recommend you eat too many fish. because you can get severely sick from doing that. You know, all that radiation and plastic and pollution that's in the fish will also go into your body when you eat it. So you don't want to eat too much fish. Too much fish is not good for you. Verse 10. And all that have not fins, okay, and all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. So, if it's a sea creature that do not have fins or scales, you're not supposed to eat it. That means you're not supposed to eat walruses. You're not supposed to eat dolphins. You're not supposed to eat whales. You're not supposed to eat jellyfishes. You're not supposed to eat stingrays. You're not supposed to eat hammer sharks. You're not supposed to eat swordfish. You're not supposed to eat catfish. You're not supposed to eat eels. You're not supposed to eat octopuses. You're not supposed to eat squids. You're not supposed to eat clams. You're not supposed to eat lobsters. You're not supposed to eat crabs. You're not supposed to eat shrimp. You're not supposed to eat clams. You're not supposed to eat crabs. You're not supposed to eat sea lions. Okay, and there's many other creatures in the sea that you're not supposed to eat. There's many of them. Okay? Just know that if it do not have fins or scales, you're not supposed to eat it. You're only supposed to eat sea creatures in the seas that have fins and scales, like fish. Okay? That's basic. Fish. They have fins and scales. So you can eat that. Okay, it says, they shall even be an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses an abomination. Whatsoever have no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. Okay? That also includes shark. You're not supposed to eat sharks. Okay? Now, you got heathens that they eat all of the following. Okay? But you know what? They're not under the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Holy Scriptures. So, hey, you know, there's a reason why they're called heathen. Which, another word for a heathen is a beast. You don't want to be a heathen. Okay, if the Lord gave you the laws, statutes, and commandments, He gave you these things to separate you from the rest of the nations of the world. Verse 13. And these are they which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls, among the flying animals. Okay? And these are they which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls. It says, they shall not be eaten. They are an abomination. The eagle, the ostrich. You should know. You should know. You should know what an ostrich is. Okay, that's one of those tall, ugly birds. Okay, them tall, scary-looking birds. You know, they got the long necks, the skinny head. Okay, those are ostriches. Okay, and you're not supposed to eat road runners either, because they fall under the same category of ostriches. So you're not supposed to eat road runners. Okay, and the osprey, the vulture, and the kite. A kite is like a hawk, so you're not supposed to eat hawks. After his kind. No, wait. No. No, not. It's not what a kite is. Yeah. Kite is a hawk. It says every raven after his kind. So you're not supposed to eat ravens. And the owl, okay, so you're not supposed to eat owls. And the nighthawk and the cuckoo. The cuckoo is like I believe a colorful bird or something like that. Yeah, cuckoo is like a colorful bird. But you're not supposed to eat that. And the hawk after its kind, so you're not supposed to eat hawks. It says, and the little owl, and the cormorant, and the great owl, and the stork, and the heron. Okay? A stork is kind of like those birds that travel in the seas with the long necks. So according to the scriptures, you're not supposed to eat those. And heron, you're not supposed to eat herons. Herons kind of look like seagulls. Okay, after her kind. And a lapwing, and the bat. So you're not supposed to eat a bat. Okay, bats are literally flying rodents. Okay, bats are literally flying rodents. So, I mean, come on. Have you ever seen a bat before? Those are some of the most hideous creatures. Why would you want to eat a bat for? Okay, and it says, all fowls that creep going among all four, okay, like cicadas, flies. You're not supposed to eat flies. Or ticks. You're not supposed to eat lice, obviously. You know, you're not supposed to eat wasps or bees or hornets or flying beetles or flying roaches. You're not supposed to eat those things. They're considered unclean to you. You're not supposed to eat ladybugs, even though ladybugs have more than four legs, but still. Okay, you're not supposed to eat butterflies or caterpillars or dragonflies, things like that. Okay, you're not supposed to eat those. They're considered unclean to you. So all fowls that creep going on all fours shall be an abomination unto you. Yet these may ye eat of every creeping thing that goeth upon all fours, which have legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth. Even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his, Salakia. Earlier I said that you're not supposed to eat beetle, but according to the Holy Scriptures, you can actually eat beetles. Okay? Okay, yeah. And the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. So you can eat grasshoppers. Check that out. Locusts, beetles, and grasshoppers, these, according to the Holy Scriptures, you can eat. Okay, but all other flying, creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you. And for these ye shall be unclean. Whosoever toucheth the carcass of them shall be unclean until the evening. So that means that if a fly is flying around, right, and it lands on you, according to the Holy Scriptures, you're unclean until the evening. Man, that's why we gotta hurry up and get up out of this kingdom, man. Okay? This place is polluted. So, according to the Holy Scriptures, we can actually eat the flesh of creatures. So what is these two guys talking about? We can eat the flesh of animals as long as it is considered clean according to the Holy Scriptures, such as fish that have fins and scales, such as buck, elk, hind, deer, buccaneers, bulls, bullocks, cows, goats, sheeps. According to the Holy Scriptures, these are animals considered clean that we are allowed to eat. So that means we can eat lamb, we can eat venison, we can eat steak, we can eat beef. That means we can eat chicken. You can eat tilapia, haddock, salmon, tuna. You can eat anchovies. You can eat sardines. So what are these guys talking about? Now, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for a house. Hey, I like where this is going. You said that, so these guys said that if you eat animal flesh, the Lord is going to cast you in the lake of fire. Verse 4, and if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next to the house take it according to the number of the souls, every man according to his eating. According to his eating shall make your account for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year shall ye take it out from the sheep or from the goats. And ye shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month. And and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it upon the two side posts of the upper doorposts of the houses wherein they shall eat it. They shall eat what? The lamb. So I guess back then, I guess the Lord was going off too, right? For telling the children of Israel to cut up lamb. See, you guys are a joke. Okay, if you don't know what you're talking about according to the Holy Scriptures, then it's best just to keep your mouth shut. Okay, shut the fuck up, man. Because you're causing confusion. Here it is. The Lord is going to cast you in the lake of fire for eating animal flesh. Meanwhile, around the Passover, he told Israel to go take a lamb and cut it up. Come on, man. And then he told them to roast it with fire and eat it. Verse 8, and they shall eat the flesh in that night. They shall eat the flesh of what? The flesh of the lamb. Yeah, go ahead and say it. That's talking about 2,000. That's talking about over 6,000 years ago. That's talking about 6,000 years ago. Nah. Let's see what the scriptures got to say about that. Because, yeah, I'm going to get that in Matthew too. Okay? And ye shall eat the flesh of the lamb in that night, roasted with fire, and with unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs shall ye eat it. Eat not of it raw. Why? Because you're not supposed to eat meat with blood in it. You're not supposed to do that. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire, his head and his legs, and the purtenance thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning, ye shall burn with fire. And thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night and smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, against all the gods of Egypt will I execute judgment. I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And the blood shall be to you for a token, which is a sign upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. This day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. Yea, ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. That means even to this very day, even to this generation, we got to keep the Passover according to how the Lord said to keep it. Now, of course, you know, we don't own our own farms, okay? We are not owners of our own farms. So, of course, we got to go to the store to buy the lamb in order to cook it for the Passover. But according to the Holy Scriptures, we have to eat the lamb every time the Passover comes around. So you mean telling me the Lord is going to cast me in the lake of fire for eating lamb on the Passover? When he told me that the Passover shall be an ordinance forever and a memorial? Come on, man. That's confusion. The Holy Scriptures tell you that the Lord is not the author of confusion. Okay? The Lord is not the author of confusion. Okay? And today, when we keep the Passover and we eat the lamb, eating the lamb is supposed to be symbolic of eating Yahweh Shai's flesh. because Yahushua became that ultimate sacrificial lamb for the sins of the nation of Israel. So according to the Holy Scriptures, we have to eat lamb on the Passover. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? Jake just like to get caught up in his feelings. Now, with that being said, let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 5. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets, because I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. So one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Do you know what that means? According to the law in the book of Exodus, when we keep the Passover, we gotta have animal flesh. It's called a lamb, which is taken from either a goat or a sheep. Roast with fire, not sodden with water. That means you don't put any sauce on it. Of course, you can put salt on it. You know, you can season it with salt. You can season it with salt or whatever. But you roast it with fire, cook it, whatever. And then you have your unleavened bread and the bitter herbs. So the Lord is not going to cast Israelites into the lake of fire for keeping the Passover, for eating lamb on the Passover. He told you to eat the lamb on the Passover. Okay, Yahushua. When Yahushua came on the earth 2,000 years ago, he was eating lamb on all of his Passovers. Okay? You know how I know? Because the Holy Scriptures tell you that Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, he was perfect all the days of his life. He kept all the laws, statutes, and commandments perfectly. So you know, when he kept the Passover, it was according to the book of Deuteronomy, the 12th chapter. So ain't nobody going to be cast into the lake of fire for eating lamb on the Passover. Okay? That means you can eat meat as long as it's considered clean according to the Scriptures. You can eat chicken, you can eat steak, you can eat beef, you can eat tilapia, you can eat haddock, you can eat sardines, salmon, anchovies, tuna. You can eat venison, you can eat buck, you can eat elk, you can eat deer. You can eat buccaneers, you can eat lamb, you can eat goat. Okay, you can eat bullocks. Okay, if the food is considered clean according to the Scriptures, you can eat it. So that's a straight cut. Okay, why would the Lord cast his people into the lake of fire for eating animal flesh? You know what it is? You guys are dealing with your emotions. You're not dealing with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures. You're dealing with your own emotions. Okay, now as touching ISUPK, there's a guy in the congregation of ISUPK, you know, who brought up the whole situation, you know, between Chris Rock and Will Smith. And his advice to Chris Rock, his counsel to Chris Rock was, you know how you should get back at Will Smith? Go and pop his woman. Okay, that's adultery, man. That's straight up adultery. So you're telling this man to go and commit a sin worthy unto death. Okay? That's some foolish counsel right there. You're talking about taking vengeance, but what did the Lord say about vengeance? He said, make way, for vengeance is his. Okay? Now, I forgot the scripture on that. I believe it was in the book of Romans, but you're not supposed to commit adultery with a man's wife. That's wickedness, man. And then you told him to go and get some heroin, some good heroin or some weed. Okay, Matthew chapter 5, verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. So this dude from ISUPK, you're going to be called least in the kingdom of heaven because you're teaching people to do iniquity. Now, Yahushua is saying, wicked and adulterous generation, but does that mean go out there and willfully commit adultery? Nah, man, because the Lord can judge you for that, especially if you know better. Especially if you know better. The Lord can judge you for committing adultery. Like, what's wrong with you, Jake? Why would you tell this man to go and commit adultery? You know? So you're teaching to break one of these least commandments. So you're going to be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. Now, let's get that in the book of Leviticus. Because according to the Levitical law, if a man commit adultery with another man's wife, they both shall be put to death. The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, both the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. And back in the ancient world, that's exactly what happened when a man had sex with another man's woman. Especially if his woman was with it. They were both put to death. Whether if they both got stoned, beheaded, whatever. Okay? So you don't ever go and advise another man to commit adultery with another man's wife to get revenge back at him. Okay? And second of all, the Lord speaks against vengeance. The Lord is not with Israel taking up vengeance. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, save the Lord. Okay? Until the day that I rise up to the prey. So the Lord said, wait ye upon him until the day that he rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble all the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So the Lord is the one that's going to come back to get vengeance. So we got to wait upon him. Okay? If somebody do wrong for you, you're not supposed to, like the scripture say, you're not supposed to render evil for evil. Because I'm not saying Chris Rock would do that, but What happened if Chris Rock was found committing adultery with Will Smith's wife, and then Will Smith came home and found Will Smith in bed with his wife? You don't think Will Smith is going to feel some kind of way about that? Okay, this man would probably go and get a gun and kill both him and his wife for doing that. You know? You shouldn't be giving out no foolish counsel like that, man. Talking about you should go and pop his wife. That's wicked, man. That's going way off. As a matter of fact, let me get that in Proverbs first. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 21. Hold on, though. Okay. Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Okay? What you say can get yourself killed. What you say can get another person killed or locked up or messed up for the rest of their life. So you got to be careful as to what you say out of your mouth. Okay? The Holy Scriptures speak about like not being hasty to utter anything before the Lord. For he is in heaven and thou art on earth. Okay? You can't just say whatever you want to say. And let me see if I can find that in Matthews real quick. Okay, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 36. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. Did you hear that? Let me read it again. Matthew, chapter 12, verse 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words shalt thou be justified, and by thy words shalt thou be condemned. So you can be condemned just by what you say, man. Okay? Yeah. Words are powerful. So you got to be careful what you say, especially on camera. You saying all these things on camera, and then you're uploading it to YouTube, and then you got tens of thousands of people watching your video thinking it's okay to commit adultery just to get back at somebody. Okay? Like it tells you in the book of Proverbs, the 18th chapter, the 21st verse, life and death are in the power of the tongue. So every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. Yeah, because that counsel that this dude that's a part of ISUPK gave, that counsel is of the counsel of fools, man. That's a foolish counsel. Okay? The word counsel means advice. You're giving advice when you give a counsel. And this man's advice to Chris Rock was to go find some fine drugs, some weed, get some good heroin, and then pop the hell out of Will Smith's wife. That's a foolish counsel. Okay? So woe to the rebellious children, which the word woe means destruction. Destruction to the rebellious children, save the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Right, because your counsel is supposed to be of the Lord, okay? The counsel of the Lord can be found in the Holy Scriptures. The wise counsel, how you deal wisely according to certain situations that come up. Because when it comes to our daily lives, there's always bound for something to happen that's going to put us in certain situations. That's why we have the counsel of the Lord to guide us, to give us wise advice as to what we should do when certain situations come upon us. Like for an example, you might work with a beautiful woman, big butt, pretty hair, long hair, everything. She's beautiful. You know, she smell good, but she like to flirt with you at your job. Meanwhile, she got a man. Now, according to wise counsel of the Holy Scriptures, the Holy Scriptures tell you, sit not at all with another man's wife. Okay? That means you have to detach from her. You have to be like, hey, look, you got a man, I can't deal with you like that. You know? You have to cut her off. You might head to your mother or your mother or your father or a cousin or auntie or uncle of yours might be holding a barbecue cookout. Okay? And your uncle might offer you some barbecue pork ribs. Well, according to the wise counsel of the Holy Scriptures, what did the Lord say? Of their carcasses shall ye not touch. So you're not supposed to eat pork. Okay, you have to be like, hey, look, Unc. Like, hey, yo, Unc, look. I love you, but I can't eat that. I can't eat it, man. You know, even if you have to say it goes against your religion. You know, you might hang out with some friends who smoke. You know, and they might offer to pass you the weed. Okay? Well, wise counsel. Wise counsel, according to the Holy Scriptures, would be scriptures like 1 Corinthians 3 verse 16. Ye are the temple of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. If any man defile the temple, him shall the Lord destroy. So the Holy Scriptures gives you wise counsel when you're put in certain situations. Okay? So Chris Rock practically did the right thing by not retaliating to Will Smith. Because in the book of Proverbs, it tells you that he that is soon angry, dealeth foolishly. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 29. He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding. You know? Now, of course, you know, obviously Chris Rock has some kind of understanding because he did not retaliate right away. I mean, even though he should have, you know. But then again, I don't think he was expecting Will Smith to just walk up on stage and smack the shit out of him like that. Okay? You know, so hey, Will Smith got him a free one. technically did catch Chris Rock off guard, you know, which that was some straight up BS, man. But okay, but hey, the fact that Chris Rock was slow to wrath, right? It shows you the level of his understanding, you know. Now, if Will Smith was to try to pull that shit on Tupac, well, I don't think he'd be breathing right now. I don't think Will Smith would be breathing. But okay. It says, he that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit exalteth folly. Now, I just want to go up a couple of verses here in Proverbs 14. So bear with me for just one moment. Hey, Baloo, the pages are sticking together because it's cold outside. I guess that means I should stop going out in the wintertime to teach, huh? All right, let me see. Okay, so this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 17. He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly. Okay? So he that is soon angry dealeth foolishly. That's why a lot of Jakes, they end up dead at a young age, or they end up in jail, and you know what? They grow up being either one or two things in jail. They grow up being a big muscular homo, or they end up being somebody's bitch in prison. That's just the harsh reality of things. You know, so Jake don't know how to control his emotions, you know. You say something about Jake's mama, don't talk about my mama, bro. Okay, I'll pull up the strap on you. Don't talk about my mama, bro. Don't talk about my mama. You know, the tears coming out of his eyes and shit. Cause Jake don't know how to control his emotions. You step on Jake's shoes, he ready to get up and knock. Nigga, you know how much these shoes cost? $25. That's why, like it tells you in the book of Job, a man that's born of a woman is a few days. He coming forth as a flower and is cut down. Now, when it says he coming forth as a flower, that can mean either one or two things, you know. He coming forth as a flower, growing up to be effeminate.
You know, I want to be like my mama. You know, she's strong, independent.
Or he'll grow up, you know, having this appearance of being tough, street hardened, right? But inside he's emotional. Okay, and a flower's easy to cut down. You know what happens when niggas lose their temper too quick out on the streets? They either end up dead or in prison for the rest of their life. Okay, so he that is soon angry dealeth foolishly. Proverbs 14, verse 17. He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly, and the man of wicked devices is hated. Okay? Yeah, and what that fat nigga said over at ISUPK, that was a wicked device, man. With that, I'm gonna say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, Call Halayim La Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, and on to the next one. DTA Abad Babal.